vying to be world champions over the next month. But if the romantics have their way, Argentina will win it, and Lionel Messi will ride off into the international sunset, having played a pivotal role. The World Cups break hearts as often as they get them thumping, and it will only happen if everyone else in the Argentina team finds their rhythm too. Messi has won pretty much everything except that 18-carat gold 6-kilogram trophy that we call the World Cup. But he's found his beat in the most amorous city of all. 11 goals and 14 assists this season in Paris. Have the rest of his teammates found theirs? They will expect to find their beat when they take on the big outsiders who have a big local following, but nowhere near as big as the following that Messi has. Just listen to the noise as he comes onto the pitch. Every time his name has been read out, every time his image has been shown, the decibels inside this 80,000-seater Lusail Stadium have gone through the roof. He has said it's his last World Cup. Is it going to be his World Cup? And we'll get an indication after we have heard the national anthems of both Argentina and Saudi Arabia.
For the national anthem of Argentina.
أصحاب السمو والمعالي السيدات والسادة، يرجى الوقوف في حالة القدرة للنشيد الوطني للأرجنتين.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
والآن يرجى مواصلة الوقوف للنشيد الوطني للمملكة العربية السعودية.
Side of one of the favourites against a side that have won once at a World Cup in 28 years. Argentina against Saudi Arabia kicks off next.
Come on! I'm going to miss the game!
Yeah, you are. And that's why KFC Delivery sponsors ITV's coverage of the FIFA World Cup.
Heat up your Winter World Cup. It's the sun.co.uk time.
Celebrate Italy not qualifying for the football with spicy Italian flavours. The ultimate spicy sausage.
And it all comes down to this one single moment.
All the feelings of football, sponsored by Google Pixel 7.
Welcome back to the Lusail Stadium, north of Doha. Firstly, we want to apologise for the brief loss of pictures during the Saudi national anthem. And the formalities over who will get us underway are over. And Lionel Messi, as you can tell, is in the starting lineup despite training on his own on Saturday. Sparking a few fears about his involvement, but he does start. So does Christian Romero, who plays for the first time since October the 26th. Alejandro Gomez replaces the injured Giovanni Lo Celso, who is not involved in the tournament after picking up an injury. All 26 Saudi players play in the Saudi League. Salman Al-Faraj captains the team at what will be his last World Cup. He scored in the win against Egypt 4 years ago. One area of concern has been the lack of playing time for their goalkeeper, Mohamed El Awais, who is expected to be rather busy. A World Cup on their doorstep, a world star ready to shine. We are at the huge Lusail Stadium, which will host the final. And Argentina, who have been the hottest ticket in town since seats were released, want to return here for that game in the middle of December. He certainly does. Now, referee Slavko Vincic of Slovenia was the referee at this year's Europa League final between Frankfurt and Rangers. He's just encouraging the Saudi Arabians to get into their starting positions. They've missed the countdown clock. And it begins for both Argentina and Saudi Arabia. And alongside me, a double winner and 22-cap former England right-back Lee Dixon. It is all about Messi, but it can't all be about Messi if Argentina want to succeed, can it?
Well, you have to see. History will tell you that's not been enough in the past. But this is a better Argentinian side. I think if everybody goes about their job, he's capable of winning every game, we know that. Every game he plays in. One game at a time, they can certainly go and press. Maybe Brazil the favourites for that tournament, but it all starts here.
Irrespective of what happens over the next 27 days, Lionel Messi will always be referred to as one of the world greats. But the crowning glory would be a gold medal here to go with his Copa America medal, 4 Champions League winners' medals and 10 La Liga titles. But he needs his team to work alongside him, and that is something that they've certainly been doing over the last 18 months or so. This is an Argentina team that are unbeaten in 36 matches.
Well, they've got 6 up front at the moment. Argentina all strung across the back line.
Di Maria. Good early chance for Lautaro Martinez. There's Messi, first save. That goalkeeper might be busy. Didn't take long for them to get in the groove.
Well, dare I say it, he should score. Virtually his first kick of the ball. He comes in just on the edge of the box, and for him, that's a big miss because the corner's there for him to hit. And it's a good save. It's not a great save, and Messi will be disappointed with that. Big start, though.
A big chance for Lionel Messi, and a good save, a good first touch for Mohamed El Awais, who is not the first choice goalkeeper for his club, but he is and has been the #1 for the Saudi Arabia manager and coach of Renard. Cano trying to find Al-Faraj, the captain in midfield, who's lost the ball. Rodrigo de Paul firing in. Paredes wiring into a tackle as well. And it's a Saudi Arabia free kick.
Well, it's a strong midfield Argentina have got. Paredes, Gomez, de Paul. They like to put the foot in, say the least. And it's going to be imperative that the Saudis match up to him.
Sorry. And then Martinez is suggesting he was fouled as he picked the ball up on the halfway line, and they want a little word here with Abdullah Al-Malki.
Yeah, they're both sliding for the same ball. They've both gone to ground. Nothing more than they're coming together, both trying to get the ball.
Well, it's just after 1 o'clock in the afternoon here in Qatar. Most of the pitch is in shade, and the air conditioning which cools the pitch certainly does work, so it's not as hot down pitch side as it has been in and around the stadium.
What always fascinates me about watching Messi, and we don't see him enough live, is just how much he walks around the pitch. And his change of pace is what's one of his biggest strengths. He just walks into areas. He's not afraid of standing still when he's in space. He knows he's in a good position, just waits for the ball to come to him.
Al-Sharani. He's very experienced, Al-Sharani, and so is Hervé Renard, who made his name with Zambia and Ivory Coast. He's made Saudi Arabia a little bit harder to beat. They try to play possession football against teams of their level, but their games are almost always very tight. The last 6 games of their qualifying featured just 7 goals. And they did play last week. They lost narrowly 1-0 to Croatia in their final warm-up game. Gomez being chased by Abdul Hamid. Tussling and rather tenacious Abdul Hamid. He's given away a corner.
The atmosphere is great. I mean, there's a more or less split, I would say. Argentinian fans and Saudi Arabia fans, and they're all mixed together all over the place. Great atmosphere.
Nicolas Otamendi has come up from the back. Christian Romero has trotted into the penalty area as well. First corner of the game for Argentina. They've already forced Alaves, the Saudi goalkeeper, into one save. Messi's delivery. There was a bit of pushing going on inside the box, and Abdul Hamid was involved in it. Messi. Rodrigo de Paul. He's fouled, and it's another set piece.
Yeah, this one's a bit more of a dangerous position, got a bit of an angle. You won't get too many away around the penalty area, that's for sure.
He's a cracking player to have in your team, Rodrigo de Paul. Constant in qualifying. Plays for Atletico Madrid in La Liga. Proper midfield general. So just waiting for Otamendi to do his shoelaces up. And the referee has been alerted to something that has happened on this near touchline, and the suggestion is that he may well be being asked to look at the monitor to give a possible penalty. It was a little bit similar to the incident involving Harry Maguire yesterday that wasn't given.
Abdul Hamid it is. He's got a shirt full and hold of. Just look at me stopping him making his run.
And the referee has given the penalty.
Yes.
Well, Argentina are pretty good at getting off to fast starts in their games. They've scored 9 first-half goals at the last major tournament 12 months ago, and their first-half performances in qualifying were strong too. And they're going to get a great opportunity to get off to a fast start here. Let's just check in with our resident refereeing expert, Peter Wharton. What do you think?
Certainly comes as no surprise. This is a directive from FIFA pre-tournament, a point of emphasis. Blocking and pulling at corner kicks and free kicks into the penalty area would be dealt with quite severely. And as we saw here, you can't quite clearly see the Saudi Arabia defender has no eyes on the ball whatsoever and pulls over the Argentinian forward. Penalty kick and quite rightly awarded.
We obviously weren't watching last night's game then, because that's exactly what happened with Harry Maguire, and that wasn't given. Very similar incident. All you want is a bit of consistency, eh?
Well, you can see that Lionel Messi is usually pretty accurate from the penalty spot. He's usually pretty accurate from anywhere. But he has the chance to score Argentina's first goal of the tournament. Mohamed Al-Owais. 10 clean sheets in 15 games in World Cup qualifying, but he hasn't come up against a player like this. It's Messi for Argentina. It's simple, it's easy, it's 1-0. And you rather suspect that Saudi Arabia are facing an uphill battle now.
Well, Joe Cole said it, stay in the game as long as you can. All of a sudden, 9 minutes gone. They feel the worst for Saudi Arabia. And it's a brilliant penalty. It's very Messi-like, just waiting for the goalkeeper to make his move and strokes it in the other corner.
Goal number 92 for the all-time top Argentine scorer. He is determined to cap his career with the only honour to have eluded him. And they probably couldn't have got off to a better start. It'll be interesting to see how Saudi Arabia attempt to respond. Al-Dasawi trying to squeeze that through to Faris Al-Brikan, who is the lead striker for this Saudi Arabia team.